Removing a $20 bill from his wallet, he set it on the table and slid out of the booth. "You ladies taught me in school," he said, standing near them. "But now I need to educate you. We're definitely going to have a wildfire here. This town is a tinderbox." The ladies' eyes widened. Mrs. Everett said, "I'm sure you don't mean—" "I sure do. There's tons more action you can take to be safer than to cross your fingers and hope it rains. We live in a high desert, a desert full of trees and grass. Why don't people wake up and smell the smoke in the air?" He exhaled. His early life tragedies and their consequences would be the topic of conversation as soon as he left. Clearing his throat, he spoke with quiet authority. "We're surrounded by the potential for extreme wildfire. We all need to manage the forests on our land, not just let them grow wild." He saw by the glances they exchanged that his lesson had missed its mark. They couldn't see him as an adult with knowledge that could help them. He made it out the door. In the parking lot, he spotted the stray gray cat peeking out from behind the dumpster. "Hey, cat, I forgot to save you some food. I'll make it up to you tomorrow, or whenever I come back." Then he headed to his shift at the station. That night in the bunk room, he dreamed he was in a scraggly oak and pine-filled forest filled with spot fires. Prentice was a kid, holding a blue plastic bucket with a white handle, like he and his brother used to play with at the lakeshore when his mom took them there so long ago. His dad's voice echoed all around him, scolding him to stay out of trouble, but he couldn't see him. He called out, "Where are you? Are you okay?" No one answered. Alone, and surrounded by flames popping up around him, he tipped the bucket out, but it was empty. He woke up in a sweat, gasping for air, fighting to connect with reality. Getting off his bunk, he went down the hall to the fire station's kitchen, drank a glass of water, and polished off half a bag of Fritos before he realized what he was doing. He didn't want the junk. Why was he eating it? So of course he grabbed 2 ding-dongs from the white and blue box and ate them without tasting, staring into space. It was a while before the sugar took hold and numbed his brain enough to go back to bed. He didn't know how much time passed before the crackle of the dispatch radio on the loudspeakers roused the crew. It was time to go. Medical call. Firefighters and paramedics got into their turnout gear. They moved like water flowing into the bay, into the trucks, and out into the night. Fire danger in Garnet was a reality almost every day in the summer, and in recent years, fire season pushed into the other 3 seasons too. In winter, the threat loomed if there was no snow, and the wind desiccated the vegetation. Spring rain only delayed the danger. Green plants eventually browned and dried out, adding to the accumulation of fuel. The National Weather Service posted a red flag warning again on Wednesday, as it had every other day for the last few weeks of August. Sustained drying winds, low humidity, and high temperatures increase risks. The warning meant, "We really mean it now, no slip-ups. No lawnmower sparks, no cigarettes, no fooling." Although Prentice made sure the arrow on the "Today's Fire Danger" sign in front of Station 1 still pointed to extreme, people didn't notice it as they drove by on the way to live their lives. He and the crew worked through the shift, more medical calls, some vehicle maintenance, exercise in the weight room, lots of time to think. Too much. It was better when he stayed busy and didn't think. As he washed dishes from lunch, he took in the view out the window at 2 Mile Lake, the same one where his mom used to bring him and William. He shook off the remnants of last night's dream, just another variation on an endless theme, Prentice alone, trying to connect with his distant dad. He put the last pot on the rack, watered the basil plant on the windowsill, and looked out the window again. What the? A little plume of smoke! It was a grass fire right behind the station, at the picnic area at the north end of the lake. Grabbing 2 pots off the rack, Prentice banged them together 3 times, shouting, "Fire! Wildfire at the lake!" He ran toward the bay, yelling at the top of his voice, "We've got to go right now, B shift. There's a fire at the lake. This is not a drill." Keene, Owens, Wisniewski, Minetti, Wynne, and Lieutenant Grimaldi hit the ground, pulling on their wildland gear over their station wear.